Keep... Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And again, Monday evening, everybody. I'm meteorologist Ron Reed, tracking some rain for the first few days of fall. We definitely do need that rain, and we'll see a lot of clouds as well as seasonable temperatures and an uptick in the humidity as a result. So let's get right to it. Downtown Utica out there right now. No rain as of yet, just a lot of clouds as of nearly 6:07 this evening. Temperatures 75 degrees. That's a couple of degrees above average for this time of year. Winds out of the southeast at 5 miles an hour, and that dew point has come up as well. It's right around 60 degrees at the present time. As far as temperatures from around the region, we've got a couple of spots up toward the north that are in the middle and upper 60s. Lake Pleasant at 67, Old Forge 68. The rest of us, meanwhile, or most of the rest of us to the south and west are into the lower and middle 70s at this time. That's where I expect us to top out during the day tomorrow, maybe a couple of degrees cooler than today. From the thruway down toward the south and east, we've got temperatures that are a couple of degrees warmer than they were this time yesterday, but up toward the northwest where you're seeing some more clouds as well as in some cases some rain getting into the western portion of the Mohawk Valley. Temperatures are a little bit cooler than they were at this time last night. As far as the tropics are concerned, we do have Hurricane Gabrielle, which went under rapid intensification over the weekend. You may remember back on Friday night it was a tropical storm. Now it's a Category 4 hurricane with winds of 140 miles an hour moving to the northeast at 12 miles an hour, just east of Bermuda as of the 5 o'clock advisory. But thankfully, it is not a threat to the East Coast other than Bermuda, and it's mainly going to be a fish storm. Back here close to home, we have had high pressure and control for the better part of the last week or two, keeping things high and dry. But back toward the west, we've got a stationary front moving into the Midwest, and out ahead of it, we're seeing a lot of rain as well as those clouds, and that's going to be with us not only through the next few hours, but through the day tomorrow as well. And we definitely do need that rain. We're starting to see it, as I mentioned, getting into the western portions of the Mohawk Valley, and I expect it to expand in coverage. So even though we're seeing a lot of zeros on our radar estimated rainfall over the last 12 hours, I do expect that to change during the overnight hours and certainly through our Tuesday. So a lot of clouds, periods of showers during the overnight hours. And for your morning commute tomorrow, some of that rain could be heavy at times, especially between about 7 to 10 a.m. So when you're heading out for work, make sure to grab the umbrella, the rain boots as well. And we'll be seeing periods of showers as well as a lot of clouds, some cooler temperatures as we head through our afternoon on Tuesday. And periods of showers as well as a lot of the clouds, keeping things warmer as we head through Tuesday night into Wednesday. And there could be in 3/4 of an inch to an inch of rain. Off to school tomorrow morning, 60 to 65 chances of showers. Heading home in the afternoon, more chances of showers, highs between 70 and 75. And that's where I expect us to top out tomorrow. Wednesday will dry things out. We'll just see a lot of clouds. Thursday, another system moves through, and there could be another 3/4 of an inch to an inch of rain between Thursday and Friday morning. But then the weekend looks dry and seasonable, and so does the start of next week. Dorian, back to you.
Is brought to you by Nye Automotive Group. Come see why it's gotta be Nye. Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And again, Monday evening, everybody. I'm meteorologist Ron Reed. As we are saying goodbye to summer, we are saying hello to fall and some rain. So we'll take what we can get. We definitely need it. Let's take a live look right now at downtown Utica, where we had a little bit of rain. Not much, though. Not anything measurable, at least not yet. 69 degrees is that current temperature. Winds out of the east-southeast at 6 miles an hour, and that dew point is remaining right around 60 degrees. That means that it's gonna feel muggy not only during the overnight hours, but through the day tomorrow as well. And that's as a result of the added moisture that's in the air. Most of us, most if not all of us, into the 60s out there right now, but Lake Pleasant is the holdup. That's at 58 out there at the present time. Compared to the other numbers from around the region, most of us into the 60s. But we've got some 70s, like, for example, Burlington, Vermont at 72, Washington, D.C. at 70, Toronto, Ontario also at 70 at the present time. Boston, meanwhile, 63, same thing in Hartford, New York City, 67 at the present time. As of the 5 p.m. advisory, we have Hurricane Gabrielle, which is 140 mile an hour Category 4 storm, I should say, moving to the northeast at 12 miles an hour just to the east of Bermuda. So the good news is that no major impacts to any portion of the U.S. East Coast, but we do have several systems to watch behind that. One of them with a moderate chance of development as it nears Puerto Rico, and then one just to the east of the Lesser Antilles, which has a high chance of development within the next 5 to 7 days. Certainly something to keep an eye on, especially because our hurricane season goes until November 30th. Back here closer to home, we've had high pressure and control over the past 1 to 2 weeks or so, but now we have several systems off toward the west that are causing the rain as well as the added moisture. The main one being this area of low pressure up in the UP of Michigan, and out ahead of it we've got a lot of clouds, some showers, mainly to the south of the thruway, although as we head through the overnight hours it looks like the focus will shift toward the Mohawk Valley and into the Adirondacks. Back here closer to home, you can see here we've got some spotty showers mainly toward the northwest. Where the bulk of the rain though has been today is off toward the west, where you can see here as much as several hundredths to maybe a tenth, even as much as a half an inch of rain, nearly or just above that in Seneca Falls over the last 12 hours. So that rain shield is going to expand toward the east during the overnight hours. Some of that rain could be heavy at times, so just be mindful of that for your morning commute tomorrow. You'll want the windshield wipers, the headlights on, the rain gear in tow as well. But as we head through the afternoon, we'll just see more spotty showers, some mist and drizzle. And you'll definitely want to keep that in mind for sending the kids out to the bus stop, not only tomorrow morning, but as we head through the afternoon as well. 60 to 65 at the morning bus stop. Heading home, it'll be more like 70 to 75, and that's right where we should be for this time of year. And that continues to be the theme of the 7-day forecast, welcoming in the first few days of fall. Wednesday will be mostly cloudy, and then we've got another storm system heading our way Thursday and Friday that could produce another half to 1 inch of rain before we dry out over the weekend. Dorian, back to you.
Thanks.
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And a good Monday evening, everybody. I'm meteorologist Ron Reed, tracking a lot of clouds and some showers for the first full day of fall, and we definitely do need that rain after a mainly dry summer. So let's get right to our stats for the day. The temperatures for our Monday, our high today 77 degrees, and that was in spite of the clouds and some showers that we had late in the day. That's 6 degrees above average for this time of year. The low 51, that's right where we should be early this morning, and I expect temperatures tonight to be warmer because of the clouds as well as some of those showers. We'll end up in the upper 50s to the lower and middle 60s. As far as, again, those low temperatures this morning, there were some 50s, especially from the western sections of the Mohawk Valley, upper 40s to around 50 in the eastern sections. Definitely not the 20s and 30s that we woke up to on Saturday morning. And we made a nice recovery this afternoon with some sunshine. Temperatures in the lower and middle 70s to the south and east, to the northwest, middle and upper 70s, which, as I mentioned, is a couple of degrees above average for this time of the year. So we'll be dealing with periods of showers as well as some clouds. Temperatures in the 50s and 60s during the overnight hours, and then we'll be dealing with those showers for our Tuesday as well. And it'll also be a touch humid out there too. Those dew points getting into the 60s. Temperatures themselves in the upper 60s and lower 70s, with winds out of the south-southwest at around 2 to 8 miles an hour. And then we'll dry things out tomorrow night, and Wednesday looks mainly dry as well before we see another system heading our way. So as far as the bus stop forecast, tomorrow morning you'll be dealing with temperatures between 60 and 65 degrees. So you'll definitely want the umbrella, the rain boots, as well as the rain jacket as well. If not, we'll be dealing with mostly cloudy skies. And then during the afternoon, temperatures at or above where we should be for this time of year, and that includes a lot of clouds and chances for showers. Some of those could be moderate to heavy at times. So remember, if you encounter any rain on the roadways, not only do you need the headlights on, but the windshield wipers on as well. Temperatures in the afternoon, 70 to 75. So a little bit cooler than we will have had during our Monday, but still, again, right where we should be, if not a little bit above that for this time of year. Wednesday, we dry things out, but it's mostly cloudy. As far as how much rain there could be as much as 3/4 of an inch to an inch of rain. Same thing Thursday into Friday morning when another system rolls through, so not breaking even from the drought, but definitely taking anything that we can get. And then it looks like we'll dry things out for the second half of Friday going into the weekend, but the theme throughout the 7-day forecast is that temperatures will be at or above where we should be for this time of year. Looks like we'll start the weekend on Saturday with some mid and high level clouds as well as a lot of sun, and then mostly sunny skies return to the area with highs still in the low to mid 70s for both Sunday and Monday, but it looks dry at this point. Dorian, I'll send things back over to you.
Thanks, Jordan.